Hi guys, Master Wayne here. How you guys doing today? Going through a second time because the camera turned itself off and I'm getting poked in the ear by my daughter. I'm about to punch her in the face, right smack in her face. HP FansonGhost sent me some stuff to do on... Are you F-bombing me again? Okay, she wanted me to tell me what was my favorite lyrics to some songs, and in a whole, what was my favorite musicians and bands. I like love songs. That's the type of songs that I love. Get to it better. So I would have to say ballads. I love ballads. Other music is like that I like is from Trippy, Charles Trippy, and We the Kings. I love their music. That's the stuff that kind of gets me going, pumping. You know, like when you're riding in a car or you're getting ready to go somewhere or to do something exciting, I'll throw something on that's exciting, like their type of songs, so I can like jam out to and have a good time too. And it just puts me in such a crazy good mood. So that's the kind of songs that I like. One of my favorite groups of all time. See, I grew up, I'm going to show my age here, and I really don't want to show my age. HP, you're in trouble, because I have to show my age now. I grew up in the 80s. I was a teenager in the 80s. And I love pop music. That was my first thing, was pop music growing up. You know, all the new pop stuff that was out at that time. But then I got introduced to hip-hop music, okay? And back in the day, I'll give you a little bit of stuff that went on back then. There was no rap music at all back in the day. So there was just soul music, we called it. They called it soul music. And I liked soul music, okay? The first group that ever came up with some crazy lyrics to some crazy songs is a group called the Gap Band. And they named their band because they're three cousins, and they all lived on three different places in Chicago: Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. So they got the first letter to each of those streets, and they named themselves the Gap Band. Okay, so they sang stuff like, the first song I heard was "Burn Rubber on Me," and it sounds crazy, but it's about this guy that caught his woman with somebody else, and basically he went to go tell her mom what was going on, and they broke up, and she just dropped him like a hot potato. And that was the kind of songs that I liked, because back in the days I dated quite a bit, and I would date one girl, and then she would go out on me, or I would go out on them. You know how the dating world is. Well, that's how it was back then. And then talking about rap and stuff, I heard the first rap song that ever came out, and I learned that thing to a T because I thought it was the most awesomest, I don't know if that's a word or not, guys, but it's the most awesomest song I have ever heard. Okay, so the first rap group that I ever heard in all my life was called the Sugar Hill Gang, called Rapper's Delight was their first song. Here's a little cut from it. Boom.
You don't stop the rocket to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat.
So that was the first rap song I ever heard in my life.
And I was like, whoa! Like a little schoolgirl, and I was screaming, jumping up and down, and I had my pigtails on and everything, and well, right about that.
And I really liked that, and it was cool. We had a good time listening to that. Me and all my friends would jam out to that. And I was the type of guy that back in the day, there was not these iPods, there was not phones, there was nothing like that. When I was at school, I would take this boombox with me, and it's about this big. And can you see it? It's about that big. Yeah, you're looking at the back of it right now, but there's the front of it. It was about this big, and I played cassette tapes, and we would record stuff off the radio, and during lunch and between classes, and jam out to that type of music. I was a break dancer, but I was a popper. That's it. If you know what pop is, pop and lock, here's a sample of what pop and lock is. Boom. Now that's pop and locking, and that's the kind of stuff I did when I was growing up. Now, if I did that stuff now, this short little dude here would probably get laughed at by all my daughters. Because they would say, look at that short little daddy dancing like that.
With his short little stubby legs.
I don't have short little stubby legs. And my short little stubby arms.
Yeah, dinosaur arms.
No, I don't have dinosaur arms. Okay, so that was the music back then. Okay, now that's the history of music. Now, I'm sorry, HP, you get me started on this stuff, and I can't stop because I
love music so much. Anyway,
let's get back to what we were talking about. Today's music. There's music that I like today, but there's some music that I don't like today. And what I do like is, like I said, We the Kings, that type of stuff I like. There's this other song that I like from this group, and here it is right here. That's the kind of stuff that's on my iPod, and that's what I listen to. Okay, a couple questions I had here from HP, again, FansonGhost, was who put the bop in the bop, shoe bop, shoe bop?
Aaliyah did.
Let me tell you a story about that, because I know the real answer to this, and nobody knows this. Many years ago, I was sitting in a ditch, in the middle of the ditch, in the middle of winter, and it was snowing. Okay. This black cat came out of nowhere. Nowhere. I'm serious. Nowhere. And it came up to me, and it told me who put the bop in the shoe bop bop, and it was my sister. This is a picture of my sister. Wait a minute, that's not a picture of my sister. This is a picture of my sister. You don't know one, you know my sister. Okay, so that's who did it.
Which one?
Now, where have all the cowboys gone? Second question. Let me tell you something about all the cowboys. You come to where I live, you will see so many cowboys, you'll poop your pants. I'm not lying.
They're wannabes.
They are cowboys. They ride bulls. They ride horses. They live here. They moved to Colorado from all over the world. So we smell like cow manure, cow patties here. We smell like cow patties here because of all the horse patties. Does that make sense? Number 3 question. What do you think if I sang out of tune? Well, I have a daughter that sings, and she always sings out of tune. I'm going to show you this little clip of her. We came out of, what was it? A grocery store one day.
Shut up.
And she sang this song.
Shut up.
And I'm going to show it to you guys. And, oh my god, listen to this.
All by myself.
Okay, take that look off your face. I'm serious. She does sing better than that, I promise. Here's a link to where she, her site is. You can see how she really sings. But that's what I feel about question number 3. Question number 4. Stop. Hey, what's that sound?
It's you.
What's that sound?
You talking.
What's that sound? What's that sound? Answer that question. Answer my question. What's that sound? What's that sound? What's that sound? What's that sound?
Flatulence.
What's that sound? Flatulence. Okay, tell everybody what flatulence. Explain to them what happens.
When Dad farts.
Explain what flatulence is.
When Dad farts.
No, say pass the gas.
Fart.
What is flatulence?
Fart.
No, don't say that word.
F-A-R-T. Fart.
That's not how you spell it. That's not how you spell that word anyway. You spell flatulence. F-U-C-L-E-S. Flatulence. Hey, I went to the 5th grade. I know how to spell just right.
Center.
Okay, guys. I will talk to you guys later. I want to thank HP FansonGhost for sending me all these questions and let me be on her show. Thank you, guys. I am Master Wayne. I have a channel called It Started With 2, all one word. If you look us up, and it's a site about just my crazy life. I'm a daily vlogger. We do crazy stuff all the time. I have some nutty kids. This is one of my nuts right here. So anyway, that's what my channel is about. It's just about basic happenings in my life, and I know it sounds boring, but it's not. I promise you it's not. Go check it out. Go right now. I mean, like, stop this video and run over there right now and hit that button and get in there and hit like and hit subscribe and all that great stuff, because if you don't,
Because if you don't, you will get pregnant and die.
you won't get pregnant and die. But just go check it out, okay? I'll see you guys on the next one. I love you guys. I love being on your show, HP. So it was my pleasure being here. Adios. Goodbye. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.